Okay, ladies and gents, it's time for Rage in the Cage.
Finish him.
So strap in and join the fight in the comments below. Pick a side, Team Marq or Team J. Who will it be?
Rage in the Cage, baby. Keeping
Ding,
it
ding,
somewhat
ding.
kaiju themed. Destroy all sequels. So we have the Hangover versus Highlander versus Predator. Let's go. So Matthew Farden, go first. Why, compared to the other ones that we just mentioned here, why is the most important one that needs to be wiped from existence are the sequels to The Hangover?
I think the main reason is because literally The Hangover Part 2 is just now the other friend is going and more shenanigans happen. Whereas opposed to like, I can sort of, as much as I agree with you guys as well, at least the other ones kind of like set up another sort of thing where it's like this one, it just feels more like they did a copy and paste sort of thing there. You know what I mean? They're just like, now we've done this story, but now we're going to do the friend's wedding. And it kind of just feels like a recycle. And I just think that it's like, it's just one of those type of films where it's like one and done, like Tommy Boy. It's like just like one and done. That's all you have to do. It's not like now they're just like now Richard's head of the company and the shenanigans ensue and let's see him go on the same sort of journey, that kind of thing. So that's my defense for it. I just think that The Hangover, they made their point. It's hilarious. It's a great movie, great standalone movie. But the sequel obviously was just they were just riding the Hangover train. They were trying to get their second hangover in the same sense.
Matthew, Monstrosities, make your argument for why there should be only one Highlander.
Highlander 2! Highlander freaking 2! I don't even care if you're talking the Renegade cut. The thing's a piece of you-know-what. It's stupid. Then they tried to fix it with Highlander 3, and it was freaking awful. I didn't even bother with the other 4 Highlander movies. There's that one where Lambert and the other guy from the TV show came together. And then the sci-fi TV movie was number 5. That was with Adrian Brody, right? That's the guy.
Adrian Paul.
Yeah, Adrian Paul, whatever.
Paul, yeah.
One of the Adrians, right? Highlander, the first movie, okay? The director's cut of the first movie, so ahead of its time stylistically. It was really well edited, high concept, fun freaking flick, right? It told the end of the Immortals. There was no story after that because any story that continued after that would just have to reset all this freaking stuff that happened in the first movie. It's stupid. It's so stupid. I only like the first one, and I can't even derive any enjoyment. Well, actually, that's not true. Highlanders 2 is good for a good laugh. But that's about it.
But that's
about it. All these freaking things should be like thrown and banished to the planet Zeiss, from Highlander 2. It's screw those movies.
A very compelling argument.
Okay, this is both of you. Listen, I'm just gonna say right now to Matthew Farden, Hangover 3 had its moments and I laughed, but you're okay. To Matt from Monstrosities, okay, I get enjoyment out of Highlander 3, The Sorcerer, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of the TV series. So I can't eliminate, like...
Oh, hold on. We're not counting the TV series. We're counting film sequels.
Wait, hold on. If you watch the TV series, it's a sequel to the first movie. There's there's references of the Kurgan.
You're changing the rules of the game. You're the Kurgan in this case.
What do you think?
I'm
the
just
co-host
saying
of the
that,
show or
you know
something?
what? Yes, you got Highlander 2, but you know what? Highlander 3, it was alright. Highlander Endgame was crap.
Just because
Highlander
you have
Source
bad
was
taste.
crap. But the
Just
TV
because you
series
got
was
bad
good.
taste.
The TV series was good. Now let's talk Predator. Okay, Predator, the first one's one of my all-time favorite movies. I mean, Arnold, You got Apollo Creed. You got Bill Duke. You got Shane Black. Like, get to the chopper. I mean, this like it's like one of the greatest action movies. It's an ensemble film. It's so much goddamn fun. You know, like.
You've also got Jesse Ventura.
Get to the chopper.
Yes,
Don't
Jesse
forget
Ventura
that.
too. Now listen. Then Predator 2 happened. Okay, Predator 2 is no good. Danny Glover couldn't save that
Highlander
movie.
3 is good, but Predator 2 isn't.
Yes.
What are you smoking? Because I want some, please. This is incredible.
Listen, Predator 2 is terrible.
Isn't Gary Busey in Predator 2?
Yes.
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 That does not save it. No.
Hey guys.
Okay,
You wanna see
I'm
me
not
kill
finished
Predators?
yet. Then Predators with Adrian Brody happened. That was
Yeah.
a disappointment.
Yeah.
Then,
Oh well, yeah.
and then listen, I was leading that hype train back in high school. When they announced Alien vs. Predator and Paul Anderson from Mortal Kombat and Resident Evil was directing, I was all for it. I'm like, fuck yeah, Alien vs. Predator is finally happening. Like, take my money, my body's ready. And I'm like, and I'm a senior year of high school. I'm so excited, and I'm there opening night, and I was so fucking let down. I'm like, because it says whoever wins, we lose. But that's not what happened. The Predator teamed up with the humans. Like, what the fuck were they thinking?
But Jason, we got the Alien vs. Predator game from Capcom, the arcade game, and that was a sequel to the Alien vs. Predator the franchise, and that's an amazing video game to play.
No, actually, it is. And then, but we're talking movies. All right, so then, Alien vs. Predator.
If you can count TV shows, we can count fucking video games. That's how it goes.
It's getting
I'm not
pretty heated,
finished.
folks.
Alien vs. Predator Requiem was even worse. Like, oh my god, like they're like, hey, how can we make a worse movie? Hold my beer. Like, how? And then, against all my conscience was telling me, and I regret this is 2 hours I'll never get back. Then a couple years ago, Shane Black brings us The Predator with Keegan-Michael Key and Olivia Munn, and then there was like Predator Dogs. Oh my god, that was the shittiest movie I've ever seen in my life. It was like, oh my god, dude, there's no
But
saving
Highlander
Predator.
3 is incredible.
I'll take Highlander 3 over any of the Predator sequels. Okay?
I will say this,
I'll
I love
take
Keegan-Michael Key.
Hangover 3 over any of the Predator sequels. And that's my argument, and that's why y'all gotta go Team NerdCage 02, Team J for the win right now, everybody.
Oh, I'll RKO the hell out of you, dude. Out of freaking nowhere. Seriously, Predator 2? Like, that's the bad one, but Highlander 3 is good?
Highlander 3 is alright. It's
1, 2,
alright.
3. Highlander wins, dude. I'm sorry. We just...
No, Predator, snap away those sequels.
You're lane to get up, and I'm gonna punt kick you now. I'm just gonna orton you. You know, it's over. It's done.
Matthew
I'm just
Farden,
happy
you're
to be
really
here.
relaxed over there.
I'm just happy to be here.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you know
just-
it's so unfortunate too because you know Predator is such a really cool franchise.
It is.
The first movie is fantastic,
Yes.
and I think number 2 really expanded upon the mythology and the character of what the Predator was, and it has spawned some great stuff. But it bums me out that such a cool, great movie monster has been in such a slew of just lackluster sequels. I didn't even bother with the latest one. Predators with Adrian Brody was awful, like god awful.
They tried.
But I mean, I would happen to agree with you. I think I can get some enjoyment out of Predator 2, certainly much more than most of the Highlander movies or
Okay.
freaking the other ones. But it seriously is a damn shame because the Predator is a cool monster and
Yes.
deserves much better than what he got. And same thing goes with the Alien. I mean, they both kind of
You
travel
know what
that same path.
Here's the thing about Alien. At least Alien, we got aliens. So
Exactly.
I couldn't pick that. Same with
Exactly.
Terminator. At least Terminator, we got Terminator 2. I was
Yeah.
thinking really hard. Listen, I almost went with Highlander. I really did. But then I remembered The Predator with Shane Black. And then I remember the Alien vs. Predator movies. And then, like I said, I can't get on board Predator 2. So, without hesitation. So, without hesitation, I have to go Predator on this, man. We got to get rid of those fucking sequels. Like I said, Thanos snapped them all away. Again, destroy all sequels. We could probably do this debate many more times.
You know
this is
what
I love
if
about it.
If we didn't have Predator 2, we wouldn't have had the Alien versus Predator franchise. And even though the movies sucked, we agreed that
But
there
we
were
had
some
the
good
comics
video
and the games, though.
and some really great action figures too. But that movie, Predator 2, was the reason why we got that. That one shot in the trophy room is what spawned that idea. So if you Thanos snapped that out of existence, we couldn't enjoy like the Capcom arcade game.
How do you know that?
Because Predator 2 was what started it. The xenomorph skull in the freaking trophy room started it all. And if you Thanos snapped it, and I lost all my experiences playing that game. I actually just played it with Max over the weekend because we got like this little like retro pie thing.
Yeah.
Right? Played it on the big screen. It's such a beautiful game. I'd be mad at you, Jay. I'd be mad at you for robbing me the experience of playing one of the best arcade games of all time.
You know, I love how Matthew Farden is just chilling there, just letting us duke it out, and Matt's just waiting for us to kill each other so he can claim winner.
All I'm saying is, who wants 3 hangovers in a row? Am I right? Am I right?
Okay. Listen, you know what's really funny? It's funny that we're talking about the Hangover when we have Matt Burkett planning his trip to Vegas.
That's true.
Is there going to be a Hangover 4 in the works with Monstrosities and Brian?
Oh, boy.
I can only, the fact that I was telling Brian the other day, I'm like, can you imagine, like, if we went to our past selves, our teenager selves 20 some odd years ago, and we're like, hey, you two are going to be taking a trip to Vegas one day to meet the actors who are in a movie called The Greasy Strangler. You know what I mean? Like it just... Seriously, it's ridiculous. But I hope there's some fun hijinks to be had, for sure.
Okay, let's
First
just...
off,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, first off, they'd say, who the hell are you? Second off, we're the cops. Third off, Greasy Strangler.
Yes. All of the above.
Okay, so let's just do a quick closing argument. Matthew Farden, go first with your closing argument against both of us.
Nobody wants 3 Closing argument is basically straightforward. Some movies have to stay just one movie, no matter how much they want to just make it a cash grab and they want to keep it going. Sometimes a sequel a trilogy works, like Back to the Future, for example. But The Hangover is just a standalone. Yes, there were funny things in the other 2 movies. I got to give that credit. But
yes,
The Hangover is The Hangover, not The Hangovers.
Okay, fair enough. Over to Matt Burkett.
Finish him. Highlander 2, Highlander 3, Highlander 4 and 5. No, thank you. Number 1 and number 1 only. Oh yeah, by the way, and Predator 2 as well. Fatality.
Okay, listen. Again, you can get some enjoyment out of the Hangover sequels, even though they're not really recommended. And again, I'm just gonna say, Highlander TV show, fucking awesome. Highlander 3, Mario Van Peebles. But Predator, listen everybody, you can't surpass the first Predator, and I don't care if Predator 2's trash, Predators was even worse, Alien vs. Predator was even worse on top of that, and then Shane Black decides to do the shit on top of the fucking Sunday, okay? The Predator is, oh my god, there's no saving this franchise unless they erase the sequels completely or bring back Arnold as Dutch in a direct sequel. Other than that, there's no saving this fucking franchise. So that's where you guys gotta go Team J all the way. So everybody in the chat, who's you pick? And if you guys have any franchises that you wanna Thanos snap the sequels away, please let us know.
Type RKO for Highlander, okay? Because we're gonna RKO the living hell out of Jay and his little Predator heat going on here.
And for The Hangover, just use the beer emoji and the confused emoji.
Ooh, trying to get out of the NerdCage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about NerdCage Live! Ah!